Have you ever looked at someone your age and thought, wait, how are they already set for retirement? Maybe they just bought a house, or they're maxing out their Roth IRA like it's no big deal, while you're still figuring out if you should buy another ETF this month or just hold cash. I've been there. I used to think, maybe I'm just late, maybe I missed something. But here's the thing, it's not about luck or even timing. It's about building a retirement plan that actually works. And most people, without realizing it, are building a plan that quietly breaks down over time. The biggest mistake I see? People buy ETFs like they're picking items off a sale rack. One for growth, one for safety, one for dividends, then a few more just in case. Before you know it, you've got 9 ETFs doing the same job, and none of them are actually working together. And the worst part? You won't even notice the damage until 10 or 15 years have passed. This matters because retirement isn't just about how much you invest. It's about how your portfolio behaves when life throws a storm your way. Market crashes, job changes, inflation. A random pile of ETFs won't protect you.
Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
But a well-built plan will. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I've built a smarter, simpler ETF structure for 2026, one that actually supports your long-term wealth instead of quietly draining it. But here's the twist. The answer isn't in what you buy, it's why you buy it. And if you get that part right, everything else becomes easy. Let's walk through it. Back when I started investing for retirement, I thought I was being smart by buying more ETFs. I had one for US stocks, one for tech, one for dividends, one international, one that sounded smart, and a few others that I honestly forgot why I bought. I told myself I was being diversified, but looking back, I wasn't building a strategy, I was just collecting funds. And like most people, I didn't notice the problem because everything felt fine. But here's what I didn't see. Small overlaps, extra fees, and no clear structure quietly eat into your returns. I was holding 7 ETFs that all owned Apple and Microsoft. I wasn't diversified, I was just duplicated. The issue? These aren't mistakes that hurt tomorrow. They hurt you 10 or 20 years from now when you realize your growth didn't match your effort. And that's the part nobody talks about. Most retirement plans don't blow up fast. They slowly drift off course. So if you're between 25 and 50 right now, this is the best time to fix it. And you don't need more ETFs, you need a smarter setup. In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you the 4 simple roles every retirement ETF plan needs. Once you know these, everything clicks into place, and you'll finally stop guessing what to buy next. Most people treat ETFs like shopping items. Ooh, this one's got high yield, this one's trending, this one feels safe. But a strong portfolio isn't a collection, it's a team, and every team needs roles. Think of it like this. If you had 11 goalkeepers on a soccer field, your team would be terrible. Same with ETFs. You don't need more, you need the right ones doing the right job. Here are the 4 roles every retirement ETF plan needs. The base ETF, your core growth engine. The world gives you global balance. The shock absorber helps you stay calm in a crash. The paycheck builder gives you income the smart way. Each one plays a different role, and once they work together, your portfolio gets stronger, simpler, and easier to manage. No guessing, no clutter. And here's the eye-opener. Most people get role number 1 right. They pick a good US stock ETF, but then they miss role number 3, the shock absorber, and that's the one that saves you when the market turns against you. Let's walk through each role and build your plan, starting now. The base ETF is the heart of your retirement plan. It's the one doing most of the heavy lifting. Think of it like the engine in a car. If your engine is weak, the ride is rough no matter how nice the wheels look. In plain words, your base is the ETF that holds the biggest, most reliable companies in the US. It grows when the economy grows, and over time, it's what builds your wealth. Historically, large US companies have delivered solid returns. For example, across nearly 100 years of data, The broad U.S. market has returned about 10% a year on average. That doesn't mean it goes up every year, but over decades it has trended upward, and that's why your base ETF matters. It gives your money the chance to grow with the economy year after year. Now, if you skip or weaken this role, if your base is too small or filled with random choices, everything else becomes harder. You'll start chasing yield, jumping in and out, or constantly feeling unsure. But when your base is strong, the rest of the plan gets easier. Most investors pick something like an S&P 500 ETF, like VOO or SPY. Either one can work. The key is that it becomes your main position, your foundation.
But here's where it gets interesting. Most Americans stop here. They never go beyond the U.S. market. And while that feels safe, it can also create hidden risk because the world changes. And that brings us to the next role. The second role is the World ETF. This is the piece that gives your portfolio balance beyond just the U.S. Because while America has led for a long time, that leadership shifts. Think about it. Japan led global growth in the 80s. Europe had strong runs. Emerging markets had powerful years too. No single country leads forever. But if all your money is in U.S. stocks, you're betting that one country will always win. That's a big bet, even if it feels comfortable. And comfort is the trap. Most people stick with what they know. It's called home bias. We trust what's familiar, but when it comes to investing, that habit can quietly hold us back. A simple global ETF like VXUS or IXUS lets you own the rest of the world. Developed countries, emerging ones, different sectors, different cycles. It's not about outperforming the US every year. It's about not putting all your eggs in one basket, especially over 20 or 30-year periods. And here's the curveball most people don't see coming. It's not a stock that ruins your plan. It's a crash. And that's why you need the next role, the one that keeps you calm when things go wrong. The third role is what I call the shock absorber. It's not flashy, it won't make headlines, but it's what helps you stay invested when things go wrong, and that's where most people fail. This role is all about stability. When the stock market drops, this part of your portfolio helps soften the blow. It doesn't prevent crashes, but it gives you time to breathe. It's made up of things like bond ETFs, especially ones that focus on U.S. treasuries or broad bond indexes. These funds often move differently from stocks, sometimes even up when stocks go down. Here's the real reason this matters. When markets fall hard, people don't just feel worried, they feel pain. And pain makes us do strange things, like selling everything at the worst possible time. That's not a lack of knowledge, that's human nature. Fear takes over and your plan disappears. You might think that won't happen to me, but even in 2020, during that sharp drop, many people with diversified portfolios sold out because they didn't have anything steady to hold on to. A good shock absorber ETF doesn't just protect your money, it protects your mindset. Even a small piece, 10 to 20%, can make the whole plan feel safer. And when things feel safer, you stay invested. That's how you win long term. Now, a lot of people try to solve this by chasing dividends, but here's the twist. Not all income helps. In fact, some kinds of high yield can hurt you, and the difference comes down to one detail that most people miss. Let's talk about that fourth role, the paycheck builder. This is the income part of the portfolio, but done right, not the kind that looks exciting and leaves you stuck later. The mistake? Chasing high-yield ETFs that pay 8% or 10% but lose value over time. They give you income now, but your balance shrinks quietly. It's like holding a bucket that leaks. You keep pouring in, but it never fills. Instead, your paycheck builder should focus on dividend quality. That means ETFs with companies that raise their dividends over time while still growing their earnings. These ETFs may not yield as much today, maybe 2 to 3%, but they're built to grow. This is the bucket that fills slowly but actually holds water. You don't just get income, you also get growth, and that combination matters in retirement because you don't want to run out of money while chasing monthly checks. So the big question is, which type of investor are you becoming? Are you building for safety, for speed, or for income too soon? Let's find out, because the next step depends on it. Let's make this personal. Every smart retirement plan starts with knowing where you are. So, which one are you?
If you're between 25 and 35, you're likely an accumulator. Your job is to build speed. You want growth. You can take some bumps. You've got time on your side. That means most of your money goes into your base ETF and world ETF, just a small slice in bonds or dividend ETFs, enough to stay steady, not slow you down. If you're 35 to 45, you're now a planner. You're still growing, but protecting starts to matter more. You've probably seen a crash or two. You've felt what fear does. So here, you spread out a bit more. You still keep a strong base, but you start giving more weight to bonds and income. And if you're 45 to 50, you're a retiree soon. That means you're getting closer to using the money. At this stage, your shock absorber matters a lot more. You can't afford a huge drop right before you retire, so you shift your mix. Less base, more calm, and a bit more income support. None of these roles are better or worse, but each needs a different mix of the 4 ETF roles we've covered. And once you know your type, you stop second-guessing your moves. Now here's the thing. Even with the perfect mix, most people still get stuck. Why? Because they forget the 2 simple rules that make this whole plan actually work in real life. Rule 1 is automated. Set up auto investing. Same day, same amount, every month. No decision fatigue, no trying to time the market. You don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your system. Rule 2, rebalance on a schedule, not emotions. Pick 2 dates a year, put them on your calendar. Check your mix. If one piece is drifted too far, adjust it back. That's it. No reacting to headlines, no panic moves. This is how you stay calm when everyone else is freaking out. Because here's the dream versus reality contrast. The dream is, I'll just ride out the market. The reality, most people don't. They react, they sell low, they start over again. With these 2 rules, your plan becomes repeatable, and repeatable wins over time. Here's what we'll do next. In the next video, I'll show you exactly where to put these ETFs, Roth IRA, 401k, taxable accounts, in plain, simple language, because placement matters almost as much as picking the right fund. But for now, I want to hear from you. Which are you? Accumulator, planner, or retiree soon? And what's your biggest worry right now? Crashes, not saving enough, or picking the wrong ETFs? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if this helped, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next step of the playbook. You've got this. Just follow the system.